This diagram explains sea and land contrast. And you learn one more concept here, land breeze and sea breeze. The atmosphere gets heated from terrestrial radiation. The nature of Earth's surface is an important factor in the heating and cooling of the atmosphere because it contains both continents and oceans, or lands and oceans. The major contrast is between the land masses and oceans. Here you find in this diagram the insolation. So daytime insolation takes place, and you find land. The thin layer of the land only receives the heat. The land surface is a good radiator of heat. So what happens? The heat is sent back. So terrestrial radiation. So the air above the land gets heated up and it goes up and it moves towards the cool area. That is, here you find atmosphere above the sea. So the hot air expands and moves towards the cooler area. Cool air sinks and forms high pressure. So the hot air rushes to this area and pushes down the cool air, and the cool air blows towards the land, takes up this low pressure area. This movement is called land breeze and sea breeze. The land breeze, from land the air gets heated, low pressure is formed, it goes up, it moves towards the cool area. That is way above the sea you find the atmosphere remains cooler. So there is a high pressure. So the air from sea moves towards the land and takes up this place. So this is called cycle of land breeze and sea breeze, which takes place during daytime. Since land radiates the heat faster, so the atmosphere here remains warmer, so land remains warmer. And here you find a thin layer of land only receives the heat, whereas here in the ocean you find the air, the heat is passed on through the greater depth of the sea water. So here you find the heat is transferred through convection. So it takes longer time. So what happens? The air above the sea remains cooler than the land. So that is why during daytime you find high pressure over the sea. So sea remains cooler during the daytime. So when insolation reaches the water surface, a part of it is reflected. Water gets heated by convection. Therefore, convection current dissipate radiant energy over a greater depth than on land. Just imagine, here up to this depth the heat is passed on, whereas here just this part, this layer of the land. So water heats up more slowly than the land owing to its physical properties. About 2.5 times as much energy is needed to heat a unit volume of water through 1 degree Celsius as compared to the same value of land through 1 degree Celsius. So water surface does not get heated during daytime as rapidly as the adjoining land surface. The water surface also cools down more slowly during the night. So this causes difference in temperature above the sea area and above the land area. So the sea breeze blows towards the land and brings down the temperature of coastal places. So it modifies the temperature of coastal areas. So the coastal areas benefited by sea breeze. So there is a moderate temperature here along the coastal areas because of the sea breeze. So this happens in daytime. This diagram explains land breeze and sea breeze. So here you find the land remains cooler because land radiates the heat rapidly. So the land gets cooled quicker. So this is the night. So you find land remains cooler and high pressure is formed here. And the air above the land remains cool. Sea remains warmer during night, so you find low pressure is formed. The warmer sea forms because why low pressure here? The air above the sea gets heated up because this portion remains hotter than the land during night time. So the air above the sea remains warmer and because it gets heated up, it rises up and it moves towards the land which remains cooler, and it pushes the cooler and cool air, that is cool land breeze, which moves towards the sea. So this is the cycle. So night time you find cool land breeze and during daytime cool sea breeze. So the land breeze keeps the temperature of this part of the land moderate. If there is no cool land breeze, then what happens? The temperature, there will not be any factor to modify the temperature. So during daytime you find you get cool air from or cool sea breeze, and that brings down the temperature over the land portion along the coast. For example, if it is 40 degrees Celsius, then what happens? Along the coast you find the temperature is brought down by 35 degree or 34 degree. So that is what modifying the temperature. So the coastal areas are benefited by cool sea breeze during the daytime, and the coastal areas during the night remain. You find here it is influenced by warm air from the sea. So the temperature remains moderate. So this is how the land breeze and sea breeze modifies the temperature conditions along the coastal areas. This plays very important role. Similar contrasts occur between summer and winter as well. Land masses are warmer than the oceans in summer and cooler than the oceans in winter. This means contrast in temperature between day and night and between summer and winter are greater over land areas than over ocean areas. As coastal regions experience the influence of adjoining oceans, temperature contrasts are much less than in the interior places. If you take the city along the coast, for example, in India, if you take Chennai, located along the coast. So Chennai has got, during summer, if you compare the temperature, the maximum temperature of Chennai and any place in the interior part, take example of Delhi or any Bhopal, you find Delhi, if Delhi has got 38 degree, then Bhopal and if Chennai has got 38 degree, Bhopal and Delhi would have got 40 or 42 degree, because they are in the interior parts of the land, so they don't have the influence of sea breeze. Whereas Chennai receives cool sea breeze during the daytime, so the temperature is brought down. So air above the land, that is above Chennai, is modified, so the temperature is brought down. This is the influence of land and sea breeze.